Hi, friends. I want to talk with you about some really important things that we've been seeing in the news lately. I'm sure you've been paying attention to what's been going on at our southern border here in the United States. And for those who are outside of the United States and you're watching all of these things that's happening with immigration, you might be thinking to yourself, what in the world is going on in the United States of America? What is going on? What is going on? And so this is just a very short video to tell you what's happening, really, and to make sense out of what appears to be complete nonsense, right? And so we had through President Trump a zero tolerance policy as it relates to the southern border. And basically what that means is that people who are flowing into our country through countries, primarily Central American countries, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, and even some parts of South America, actually, as people are flowing into the United States through the southern border. So folks have been flowing in illegally, unlawfully, and so the zero tolerance policy is targeting those individuals. The way that our president has explained it is that, these people are illegal, they're flowing into our countries, they're sneaking in, and in some cases, some of them have criminal records, and in other cases, it's illegal to sneak into the United States. And so the zero tolerance policy means that these folks who are caught at the border will be locked up, will be incarcerated for a period of time. They will be prosecuted, and but if they show up with children, whether it's their own children or a child who's claiming that this is my mom or my dad, those children will be separated from the parents and held in a detention facility. Now, you've seen some things, some images, and I've seen some images that are incredibly heartbreaking of children who are in cages. Basically, they're in cages like they are animals. And so it is incredibly upsetting, it's heartbreaking, it's disappointing that we have actually gotten to this point where we're putting children in cages. And so whether they came into the country legally or not, no human being should be in a cage. That's number one. And so the president was very firm on this policy until recently, until yesterday, in fact, until June 20th. He signed an executive order. I don't know the details of that executive order yet. I'm not so certain that the details have been published yet. But basically, the bottom line is that the executive order addresses this issue of family separation. So children who do flow into the country with their parents would then be incarcerated or held in detention with their parents. Is this a good idea? No, it is not a good idea. And quite frankly, under President Obama, he had the same policy of keeping the families together in detention. And so there's questions about how long these children can be held in detention with their parents. And so the government is challenging some litigation, some lawsuits and other things, settlements that says that children cannot be held in detention for more than X number of days. And so that's where we are with that. And so the approach that the president is taking as of the filming of this video is that families should stay together. If they come into the country illegally, if they're caught at the border, they should stay together, but they will be staying together in a detention facility awaiting prosecution. And so, or some people are being turned back, of course. Some people are being turned back into the desert. So my perspective is this. Number one, it is illegal to travel to the United States without a visa. without any entry documents. It is illegal to sneak into the country. And so I just don't think it's right for people to enter that way. I do think that people should be held accountable for trying to sneak into our country, for breaking the law of the United States of illegal entry. They should certainly face the consequences like anyone else would face the consequence of breaking a law in this country. So I think that our laws are here to protect, and we should respect those laws. Nevertheless, I don't think it is right to put children in detention centers, children who are completely innocent, who have absolutely nothing to do with the decisions, who have nothing to do with the decisions of their parents. And so I don't think it's right to punish these children and put them in detention. I think our government needs to come up with a much better solution and policy for addressing these children who do appear at the border with their parents, if we can prove that those individuals, the adults, are in fact the parents of the children. I think that we need to have a more humanitarian and compassionate way of handling this situation. The children should not suffer. The children should not be apart from their parents. And so I think that the government needs to come up with more creative solutions to address the children who are left in the middle of this incredible complex situation. And so I wanted to share this perspective with you because we see a lot of information in the media about family separation, and I don't necessarily think that the argument should be framed around family separation. I think the argument is really children should not be in cages, period. Children should not be locked up. If they did not commit an offense. Children should not be in jail and separated from their parents if they do flow into the country illegally. I think that we need to have a more humanitarian way of handling these children. And so watch and pray. We certainly need to make better decisions. Our policymakers need to make certain decisions. And so I just wanted to shoot this very short video just to let you know what my perspective is and just to update you on what's going on. The zero tolerance policy is not in effect currently because on June 20th, President Trump signed an executive order for which I have not seen the details yet. We're still waiting for the details to be published. But the essence of the executive order, again, is that children should not be separated from their parents, but they should be held together with their parents in detention in a secure facility, which basically is a jail. And so that's where we are right now with that. If you guys have any comments, questions, tell me what you think about this issue. What are your thoughts? What do you think our policymakers should do? Please keep your comments respectful and not derogatory. But I'd love to hear what you think about this issue, and I'm in the comments below. I'm going to be commenting on what you're saying, and so I'd love to hear from you on this issue. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.